I saw a question the other day from a young entrepreneur that was, what are some of the qualities that make a successful entrepreneur? A great question, a lot of really interesting answers, and I don't think that every entrepreneur or successful business person would have the same answer, which is what makes it so cool. I responded with two of my favorites. I think that my list is really long, but I have two favorites, and the two of them are: one, a humble willingness to learn. As entrepreneurs, business owners, founders, we are innately problem solvers. We see a problem and we want to go solve it. And we have to be able to go into situations and go into businesses with a willingness to say, I need to learn more to be successful moving forward. Whether that's through reading, taking classes, watching videos like this, whatever it may be, you have to have a humble willingness to constantly be learning. And the second is a relentless willingness to work harder than anyone. And there's the education and the absorbing of information side, and then there is how do I go execute on everything that I just learned. And most of running a business and starting a business is not glamorous, and so you have to have a willingness to outwork anyone, because it's the people that work really hard relentlessly that end up successful on the other side. When I saw this question, I thought it would be interesting to ask other people through social media channels, and I got some really cool answers, so I wanted to share some of them with you. So through Twitter, I got a couple that I really liked. One is anti-fragility, which is a property of systems that increase in capability to thrive as a result of stressors, mistakes, or failures. And the ability to use adversity as fuel or take poison and turn it into medicine. So basically to see a bowl of lemons and to understand how to make it lemonade, where everyone else would just look at the bowl of lemons. I really like this response because it talks about perseverance, it talks about problem solving, it talks about courage, and it talks about doing things that others are not willing to do. One that totally struck a chord with me, which is really how Kalo sort of started and the root of us wanting to just solve a problem for ourselves, was a sincere discontent with your present reality. So the really successful entrepreneurs and founders that you see were people that were sitting at home, saw a problem, and couldn't go another day without that problem being solved. Whether that was in your own personal life, whether it was in the life of a friend or a loved one, or whether you just saw the world having a crisis and you wanted to try and solve it. I loved that. You are unhappy enough with a current state of something that you have to do something to change it. And it's that passion and that drive for entrepreneurs that sets you apart and that creates a scenario where you're solving a problem for someone or even for yourself. Thought that one was super cool. Some of the others that I saw through LinkedIn was talking about perseverance and then authenticity. I really liked the authenticity one because you first have to be authentic to yourself and then to your employees and then to your customers. Really liked that. And then finally, empathy was a big one that I saw. The ability to have walked a day in your customer's shoes. And for Ted and myself, when we started Kalo, we were married guys wearing metal rings. We were in the customer's shoes and we wanted to solve the problem for ourselves. And so we did that. And it's really special and powerful when you as a founder have walked a day in your customer's shoes and you understand the problems that they're dealing with, and then you just have to go solve them. A really cool question, important to understand all these qualities. If you have some that you want to share with me, feel free to comment below, and I can share them with everybody else as well. Thought it was an interesting question. Give me some answers. I'm interested to hear what you have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Also, if you have any ideas for videos or questions that you'd love to have me answer on video, feel free to comment below or DM me on Instagram at Mr. Casey Holiday, and I would love to answer your questions. Supposed to hit the lens.